Hello and welcome back to my story playthrough of Shadowbringers. We finally finished patch 2.2 and we are going to start patch 5.3, probably by far my favorite patch so far. It's very sad, very tragic, but also with a lot of comedy and cuteness and a lot of cuteness. So I'm looking forward to replaying that particular patch. I really liked actually that you here had the option to ask specifically, well, what actually is a warrior of light? Especially since, Alida was saying he is a warrior of light. He kinda is. So the idea of what actually is a warrior of light? Is it just someone who was chosen by the light? Or is it just, a synonym for, or a different word for hero? They are so cute. Actually, this quest everyone was thinking like, well, maybe it's that we will get the like a chemist or I can't even speak out that word, so I will not even try it. But like a chemist or like a pharmacy person for the next healer. But that didn't happen. We get the sage. Where do I want to go? Right, either right. And we also learned warrior light is basically just another word for hero. It just so happens that a lot of the heroes also have the echo, which was of course awakened by Heidelberg, generally speaking. With the exception of our latest warrior of lights, they were awoken by Elizabeth. So cute. Alright, let's make sure the tiny little girl will be fine. Also, like, every time I'm with Alize and Alfinord, I feel like a mother hen watching over her children. I just had a thought. For the people who actually read the short stories and have read Amatzek and Elizabeth's short story, I would like to point out I am picking grapes, which can be used for wine. Ugh. Ugh. Bad thoughts. Bad thoughts. Next one. This one I thought was interesting because the outcome of the quest, I mean, the overarching outcome will be the same, but the individual outcome for Alizé is can be very different in this quest, and I really like that actually. The last time I played it, I think we had a tie, and I can assure you Alizé was not happy about the tie. See? She's so competitive. That's why I like Alfino a little bit better than Alizé. Also, Alfino hasn't a crush on me. Off she goes. Alright, we have more bats if we go near buildings. And yeah, this time I plan to win. Sorry, Alizé. I'm actually kind of curious. I never looked up what actually the cutscene is if you win. Oh, I'm so tired. Lots and lots of work these days. And there's still so much to do. It's like, as of today, 18 days left for Endwalker. And I still have to finish Shadowbringers. And then I have to prep for Endwalker. I want to at least get my tails ready. So I'm pretty busy. And then I also still want to finish Voice of Cards. There's that as well. So busy. Do you count near building? I think you do. There. All right. Let's see who the winner is. How many did I have? 6, 8. I think that's enough. I think I tied with 7. If I remember that right. Go and be jealous.
Let's go.
on our favorite meeting spot. On one particular thing, now, I think it's not so much that the children are in there, having their hopes and dreams, but it's also the idea that just because you are maybe called upon to be a warrior of light does not necessarily make you a hero. It just, what makes you potentially a hero is just the will to help others and be there for them and protect people. And in that regard, our 3 overlords weren't that different at that time. And in that sense, Elidibus did succeeded in protecting his people. Now that there was the consequence that they got tempered, but that's not necessarily something that they could, figure out, especially if you take in consideration that Amarant was about to go down, and not only Amarant, everything. I don't think there was enough time to figure out, well, what is the consequence? It's just like, all right, let's save the world. And they certainly did that.
Why am I... Was it you who called me here? So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope. I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers. Who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness. And I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another. No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed. This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
I wish he wouldn't have disturbed us. God damn it. One of the things I did not like about the entire resolution is that we had extremely little time with Elizabeth. And while I like what they did with him in this patch, we literally only had one patch where we actually get to know Elizabeth. Technically, we know more about La Habrea than we know about Elizabeth. So, this is for me the that's why I'm kind of glad of the other languages. Obviously, I can't speak for Japanese because I don't understand Japanese. I do, however, can speak for German. And there will be later on some slight differences in translation. Where I just, for me personally, will just go with the German translation because it gives me a little bit more hope for Endwalker. Oh well. Alright, let's see. It's 45 minutes. The kids are done, so let's finish that quest and then we move on to the next episode. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next.